Welcome back to this channel. So the Erasmus Mundus scholarship page is actually one thing that is very not easy to navigate. So in this video, I'm going to actually take you step by step through how to navigate through the Erasmus Mundus scholarship page. So the first thing you need to do is open your browser. The Chrome or Firefox browser is always preferable, and you type the Erasmus Mundus scholarship and you click on it. It opens up, it gives you a list of everything. Google actually crawls up lots of pages and everything, and there are people that have blog posts that talks about the scholarship, but what you're actually going to look out for is for the Erasmus Mundus catalog page, the official page. And the first one here is the catalog page where you see eacea.ec.europa.eu. So you are going to click on that website, and this is exactly what it opens up. It opens up the Erasmus Mundus catalog like you're seeing here. So we are going to actually navigate. I'm going to show you how to navigate through the Erasmus Mundus catalog. So this is actually what it means. Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters. It's called a Joint Masters because you are going to receive not less than 2 master's degree at the end of your program. That is why it's called Joint Masters, because it's 2, and your mobility track is not going to be in less than 2 countries. So there are people that visit up to 4 countries in their 2 years of studying these masters. There are people that visit just 2. There are people that visit 3 countries in their 2 years of study. So that's why it is called a Joint Masters, because 2 schools are going to join together and give you a master's degree program. So in addition, scholarships are available for the best students. They only go for the best. So you have to put your position in the place of being the best. You can read more, find out in this website. If you click this EMJM, you would find out more about the scholarship. But the interest of this video is actually to show you how to navigate through the Erasmus Mundus catalog page and choose a course. So when you come down here, you are going to see that for this year, or for now, 175 courses are available in the catalog. Some courses are not yet open, while some courses are open. So there's various courses, masters in European law, and they are not arranged alphabetically. Everything is mixed up. You scroll down and see it's quite much and everything and all of that. Somebody will say he's showing you 1 to 20. How do I know the rest? So if you scroll down here, you're going to see next until you see the next. And if you look at these courses, you see the mobility track: Netherlands, Greece, Spain and Iceland, Ireland, France, Spain and Italy. All of these, do you get? These are the project locations. These are the various places that you are going to study for your 2 years in master's program. So you can click any of these if it is a course of your interest, and it will open up for you and tell you what you're supposed to do. So once you see the course that you like, you click on it and you read the what is inside the course. So for European Masters in Law and Economics, the status is active. It means that funding is still available for this course. Now, why that status is showing active is because it's not every program that funding is available for the year. So once you see the status active, it means that there is funding for that year in the program. So before we go further, I want to show you how to use the filter button to actually choose your course of choice. I'm currently studying Big Data and Digital Futures in the University of Warwick. So if you want to search for a course and you already know the heading, so just click on the course and it will show courses that has data inside it. So these are the 2 courses that has the keyword big data. And also, if you want to check any course, like let's say there is Erasmus always have an abbreviation for their courses: implant, EPUB, densis, all of those things. So let's check densis. You've already heard of densis before and you don't know how to find out what kind of course is densis, what's the full meaning of densis. So you just come to the filter button and check the word densis. You don't need to check any country, university, field of study and all of those. There's no need. So if you click on densis, what you're going to see is decentralized smart energy system. That is what densis means. How do you apply for a program densis if it's actually densis you want? Now, the project location for densis is France, Italy, Sweden and Spain. Does that mean that you're going to be in these 4 countries? No, not really, in all of the courses. As we proceed further in this video, I am going to show you how you are going to choose the country you want and the mobility course inside it. So let us continue the application. You might be tempted to click on this link, but I advise you not to click on this link, because this link will take you directly to the application page of the dentist. But before you do that, you have to read more to understand what is the dentist. So I will click on this dentist, decentralized smart this thing, and get to know more about this dentist. The status is ongoing. Remember the previous one we clicked, which was master in laws in economics, the status was active, but this one is ongoing, means it is still ongoing. And they started funding, Erasmus body started funding, European body started funding this program since 2019, and the funding available will stop in 2025. So this is the right time to actually put in this application, because this is 2022 that I'm making this video. So the countries covered, 4 countries like we already saw. The program is Erasmus Plus, learning mobility of individuals. You can click on this to learn more about them. This is a summary of the course and everything, and this is the university coordinator of this course, Nancy, and Nancy is in France. So yeah, this is it, the phone number and everything. So you read more about this course and what exactly this course entails. So these are the partner countries. France is the main program, where you do the main program. Sweden, Italy, and Spain, those are the other 4 countries that you actually do this program. So this is project card. You can actually download the project card to see what the project card means and actually how to navigate through the project card. After you're finished reading this thing, now all you need to do is come to this website page and click on the website. It will open another tab for you, that is dentists at the University of France, which is the main school that you are actually going to study your first and second term. So dentist program is open for application up until 27th of January 2023. So if you are seeing this video now, you still have lots of days to actually, up to 2 months to actually put in your application. So if you watch this video, you hear the student ambassador talk about dentists and every other thing, and why you should actually apply for this program. Master's thesis booklet for 2020 to 2022 mobility. That was people that applied in 2020. This is, but you can actually read it to see what this actually means. So this program is funded by European Union, also co-founded by European Program of the European Union, dentists, and all of those blah blah blah. So these are the 4 universities that are available that you are going to do this course, depending on the mobility track that you are going to choose. So these are the people they are looking for. Okay, no, by the time you finish this course, these are the skills that you are supposed to get. They are to train future researchers, provide students an international network, as well as genuine European learning and all of those. So you can click on this to have a link to the flyer to learn more about the dentist program before you actually apply. So like I said, this is how the track looks like. For your first and second semester, you are going to school in Nancy, France. That's where you are going to do your core module, core curriculum in engineering, electrical, chemical, whatever your course is, and all of those 60 ETS. That's what you are going to carry out. Then in your third semester, this is where you decide, do you want to choose a track in decentralized system energy system, in a global energy system, or do you want to choose a track in power to X, or do you want to choose a track in thermal energy management? Depending on where you choose the track, that is where your country is going to be. If you choose this track, you are going to Sweden. If you are choosing this track, you are going to Italy. If you are choosing this track, you are going to Spain, Barcelona. So you decide which track that you are going to choose. So your first 1 year is going to be in France. Your next 6 months is going to be in your mobility track, and your last 6 months is going to be a master's and internship in a company. So you decide this is the main deal, because depending on the track you are going to choose, you are going to tailor your essays, you are going to tailor your personal statement to fit into this track, and also your career plans to fit into this track, because this is where you specialize for 6 months. This is where your specialization is going to be. It's also going to determine where you are going to do your internship. So you really have to identify how and why you are choosing this track in your personal statement. So think about it, research more on what this thing means in your various fields, so that you can make an appropriate decision. Because if you cannot tell them why, they will not choose you for this course. They want to know why, how, and all of those things. So yeah, decentralized energy system, University of Lorient, France. That's where you're going to do your first year, and you're going to be awarded, like I said, 2 diplomas. You're going to be awarded 2 master's degree. The first one is going to be at France. The second one is going to be depending on the specialization track you choose, whether it's Sweden, Italy, or Spain. If you want more details about it, you can click here. It will show you much more details. So we have to come up here where we saw read the application. So if we click here, it will open up on the admission requirements and everything. So what do they actually require? They are requiring a bachelor's degree or equivalent academic qualification for an international recognized university is required. So it has to be a degree of bachelor in science or a degree of bachelor in engineering. You know, people that study engineering, their degree is always bachelor of engineering, and people that study degree of science is bachelors of science. So if you have any of these, you are welcome to apply for this course. But there are some specificity into this degree that you can apply. If you are doing bachelor of science, did you do courses with fluid mechanics, applied thermodynamics, and heat transfer? So these are the technical degree of bachelor in mechanical, aeronautic engineering, chemical engineering, electrical engineering. I've seen people in civil engineering that also apply for this because they did courses in fluid mechanics, applied mechanics, and heat transfer. Yeah, thermodynamics and numerical methods and all of those. If your transcript included that you did these courses and you scored very well, you can actually apply for this thesis program. So in Europe, their scale is always measured 4.0, and most schools in other parts of the world are usually 5.0, some 6.0, so some 7.0. So it is in your position to convert your GPA to actually see if you meet their scale. If you have anything less than 3.0, you are not going to be given a scholarship in this program. So what are the requirements? This course is actually very it's very interesting because you have to meet English proficiency. English proficiency is a test that you write to ascertain that you can speak and understand English appropriately. So there are different forms of English proficiency tests. We have the TOEFL, we have the IELTS, and we have the Cambridge Certificate in Advanced English. So the TOEFL comes in two forms. We have the internet-based TOEFL and we have the paper-based TOEFL. If you are writing the internet-based TOEFL, you cannot score anything less than 92. Previously, when I checked in 2020, when somebody told me it was having 100 over 120, if you cannot score 100 over 120, that means you are not going to be admitted. But now they have reduced it to 92, but you have to score 22 for the writing session. You know, TOEFL is divided by 30 for each of the session. So for the writing session, you have to score 22. If you don't score 22, it means that you don't know how to interpret words and write English. So the paper delivered test, if you are writing it, you have to score 77 over 90 and minimum of 20 for writing. For the IELTS, overall band score is 6.5 with a minimum of 5.5 on the writing criterion. They are very specific on the writing criterion because master's degree actually requires you to write a lot. There's going to be a lot of technical writing and all of those things. So there's only exception for graduates who are nationals for English speaking countries and who have been taught and evaluated in English. So you can see the list of English speaking countries below. So if you click down here, these are the various countries that are exempted from writing this English test and all of those things. If your country is not specified here, you can actually write to the coordinator of this program and tell the coordinator that you were taught in English if you can be exempted. If you provide evidences that you were taught in English or your work has been your work experience has been in English language, they can exempt you. They may not exempt you, but just check you and ensure that your country is not yet here before you send an email to your coordinator. So what is the selection procedure like? So your host university, which is in France, will check all your submitted documents if you fulfill the admission requirement, and the application are reviewed and rated by 2 reviewers from the 4 academic panels of the consortium. 5 criteria are credited for the maximum score of 100 points. So these are the criteria. Degree, field of study. If you actually have a degree or field of study in the above mentioned courses that I mentioned earlier, and you also had a good degree as well, like 3.0 over 4 and all of those. So your recommendation letter and self-presentation video. So there's something called recommendation letter, whereby you ask your recommenders to send recommendation letter for you, and there's self-presentation video, whereby you stay in a place that is well light and you record yourself and you tell them why you want this course, your motivation, how and why, and your career plans and everything, and you upload it on YouTube. You can upload it anywhere, but just attach the link in your application. So your motivation, work experience, professional academic potential award, all of these things, and English language proficiency. So how is this how is Erasmus Mundus assessed? So you are admitted into the main list you can be registered in the reserve list, you can admitted with a self-paying status, and not admitted at all. So first of all, they consider you for scholarship. If you made it, you'll be in the main list. Reserve, your application really stand out. But right now, there are people that have better score than you, so be in the reserve. If they reject the scholarship, you're actually going to fill in for their position. Admitted with a self-paying status is you stand a chance of, you have been admitted because you are good. We see that you are qualified for this course, but we don't have available funding for you. Therefore, would you want to pay with your money? And they're not admitted at all. This is an outright rejection. So this is the provision calendar of the selection program. Online application, it opens on the 3rd of October and it will close by 27 January 2023. Then evaluation of applicants will start by 30 January to 24 February. Then 6 to 9 March is going to be this, then mid-aim and all of those. So these are the previous cohort. In 2020, 300 students applied to this program and 21 students was chosen. And in 2021, 400 applied and 24 was chosen. In 2022, 650 applications came in, and 8 females and 15 females. 2023 students were taken. So you see, as the year progresses, more applications are coming in, more stronger applications are coming in. So you have to be in a position whereby you actually get the best of the best and all. So what are the documents required? You need a CV created, a CV in PDF created in Europass. So in all Erasmus program, they don't just accept CVs that you use in applying for other things. They have a specific CV and it's called Europass CV. So this is the link to access the Europass CV. You can click this link and to show you how to create your CV. In my next video, I am actually going to show you how to create a Europass CV if you don't know how to create a Europass CV. So if you actually want to learn about how to create a Europass CV, I would advise that you like this video, you subscribe to my channel, and also click the notification button, because when I upload that video, you can have an idea when, and you can always come and check it out. So there's something called a motivation letter, and it's maximum of 1 page. Somebody will ask me, how can I write a motivation letter to suit this thing? On Sunday, like 3 days ago, I hosted 7 Erasmus Mundus Scholar, and they came live to talk about how to be the next Erasmus Mundus Scholar for this year. That video is on my channel, and I think it's one of the best video. I've gotten a lot of comments and interesting questions about. So if I were you and I'm applying for any Erasmus Mundus program, I would actually check that video to see how best to channel my motivation letter to be the next Erasmus Mundus Scholar. So self-introduction video, what does it entail? I will advise you for this self-introduction video. There are so many videos on YouTube. Watch them. How did they approach it? And then you can be sure how best. Reach out to people on LinkedIn so they can guide you. People that want this scholarship. There are several people that want this dentist program, people that want various Erasmus program. Reach out to them and they will guide you on how best to approach it. So a certified copy of your degree and transcript from the bachelor's degree. Your transcript is very important to reference later. A copy of your ID or passport. You must have your passport. A copy of your English test certificate. And you will not need this if you are actually exempted for English test. So an ID or CV photo. In Europass CV, a CV photo is always required. So if you put your CV photo inside your Europass CV, you will not need this number 8. So these are the tips to prepare for a successful application. You are going to read this through if you are interested in this scholarship and everything, and the frequently asked question. So the application is open till 27th of January 2023. So if you want to apply here, you click on here to apply. I will advise you to watch every video on this page to be able to apply. So this is it. This is where it's going to take you to, and you are going to click on apply now. Since I'm not interested in applying, I'm not going to put in my information, because I really don't want to apply for this program. I'm already a scholar, so there's no need for me to apply for the program. This was a guide to actually guide you on how best to apply for the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. So this what I just did here is specific for dentists. If you actually not interested in dentists and you want other programs, the process is not very different. Just come here and check through the courses that you want. If you see the course that you want, you click on the course and it will take you to the page of the course, the website whereby you can apply. The websites are actually attached to them. I've taught you how to search for a course. I've also taught you how to search for an abbreviation of a course, because Erasmus Mundus come in a very interesting abbreviation. And it is also wise to state that not all the programs open the same year, and not all the programs closes the same time. So depending on the course you want, you always have to check through the catalog to be sure when they are going to be open, and every other thing. You can always check through what are your interests, you click on them, you read through what is there, and then you apply for the scholarship. For now, this is just the program here, and the website is not here, so you have to go back here and click on the website here, because that is where you are going to find all the information that you need to apply. Yes, so this is how the program looks like, and you apply application and everything is different for the different courses, but overall this is actually how to navigate the Erasmus Mundus catalog. I hope this video was of help to you. If you have any question, you can drop it for me. I hope that you like this video, you drop a comment, and you also subscribe to my channel until I make another video detailing how to make an Europa CV. Stay blessed and have a great life.